hearing back from behind the girl's toilet door. I'm like, yo, is no one else hearing this? So I told her, stand back. I just run up and I like kicked the door and I'm like, bang. He looked at me and he walked up and he just like smacked me so hard.
I think recently I came across Recovery Tale just to bump it.
Why?
Who was Oracle Ace?
That nigga dead.
Do you feel like people at some point were jacking your style?
Oh, hell yeah. We became hood celebrities. I feel like I'm a very violent fighter. So all this hire and wait for me to press move, me, I will kill you there,
All this
bro.
hire
You know?
is...
So
I think that's our tagline for this interview. All this hire.
Making a song is the closest I feel to God. When I found out how to make music, like on my laptop, like I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. So I went back to Nice to still look for work. Oh yeah, I was talking as if I walked out. Then he fired me, bro. And then a different level of useless title hits me.
What was being broke in Lagos like?
Man, I don't be lie for you. Now Black Bello. Oh, run. Fast. Being yourself is the only way out. I would do work that I didn't think was cool.
Yeah.
But then people would thought it was.
Yeah.
But then I would see other people's work and I envy that work. And I'm like, man, I wish my stuff was like this.
Having talent. Does that ever feel like a burden to you?
Like money. I've met people, like we say, like people considered broke and are the best at who they are, what they do. And I've met people who have everything. And I'm like, how the hell did you get this?
When you were young, you lost your pops. What was that like for you?
I written like a letter to my dad or some stuff.
Yeah.
And naturally, he got to show mom before. And I gave that to my mom. And my mom was bawling the whole day.
I can imagine.
Black men, we've been black boys. Said that nice. All of us are still going through, challenges daily, figuring life out, figuring ourselves out, learning, unlearning, so many things. Grief, loss, just lack, pain, so many things. But greatness doesn't necessarily mean you standing there with a trophy. Greatness is actually you winning that mental battle. If it's about getting yourself out of bed and going to the gym that day, that's greatness.
Have you ever considered starting a cult?
Yeah.
The way you deliver that, I think you make a great cult leader.
Adjust yourself, shine your eye, stay ready. What's good, everyone? This is UAX, and I just spoke about love and hustle on TMI. Nice one, man. Enjoyed that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I did?
I was mad motivated here, man.
That's crazy. That's dope.
Hence my cult coming. Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of TMI. Today I have another very special guest. We hear the phrase "jack of all trades" used a lot. But I think when that phrase was created, this was who they had in mind. He's a singer, songwriter, music artist, video director, creative director, paints, he draws. Basically, any form of creative talent, you could find it here. Please help me welcome Shay, a.k.a. UX.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, bro.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Nice.
This is my favorite part of the interviews most times. And that's the part we take you back to the start. What do I need to know about your background and your upbringing to make sense of who you are today?
That's a really nice question. Yeah.
Thanks.
I think really just the fact that I was very, in my own way, just very inquisitive, and mischievous. Yeah. But not in a way that I don't think I was in any way a bad kid, but I just always ended up doing weird things that would, you can come back home and the entire DSTV box is open.
I've never heard that one before.
Or maybe I may have lit something on fire by accident because I was trying to
pyro.
Yeah, I was always doing those kind of things, and so that concept of just inquiry kind of led me down this path.
And what would you say your early childhood years were like? What were they filled with?
Slaps.
Okay, I can relate.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
It was it was a lot of discipline as well. Like I said, like, but not because like I wasn't like a crazy kind of kid, but the type of stuff I got into was like it's like, yo, okay, this one, you know, like you could die, so don't do. I played with fire a lot, actually, a little bit as a kid.
That's pyro. Okay.
Yeah, I played with fire a lot.
Yeah. But you are sort of a maverick, like just trying new things.
Yeah, always trying new things or trying to. I wouldn't say like, oh, we're poor, like, you know, bottom poverty, but like we weren't rich or anything. So I had to use my imagination a lot. I remember that so much. Like always using my imagination, trying to, you know, either build something up to what I think it should be or just build something from scratch. Never worked out, but yeah.
You never?
I mean,
just low success rates.
Yeah, very low.
Okay.
Very low. It's not a lot you can do with cardboard.
And was that encouraged as a child? Like, I know you said slaps, which I get that, but was there any part of that was encouraged?
Yeah, definitely. Yes and no. Like, I feel like more obviously just the parts within that madness that will get you an applause from outside were encouraged because everybody likes, you know, that. But it was just a mix of both, really.
So is it that typical like Nigerian parent story of, you know, don't go play ball with your friends until you get your first contract, and then it's like, oh, my son is a footballer type thing. So when you get some form of accolades or like if it looks good, then you get complimented. Yeah.
No, it wasn't even that straightforward because again, I didn't used to get any accolades or anything like that. So there wasn't even an opportunity to put me on that scale, you know. But it was more just, again, I think the parenting from my part was more just really trying to make sure I didn't fly off the handle because I had those tendencies more than often. So it was like, you know, there's encouragement here and there, but then like when you're going too far, it's just like this big beat down, break you back down to size, you know. But you start again and it's all good.
Just call it calibrate, so it just calibrates
exactly.
you. Yeah. And what core childhood memories you have? Like what would you say a typical day at home was like on a good day?
At home. Well, let me leave home.
Okay.
I have this funny story I remembered recently, actually.
I love this.
Like my second week in secondary school.
Okay.
I don't know. Schools like mine are nice. They always do renovation like during the summer break. And when you come back in September, there's always still some stuff that's being fixed.
Yeah, sure.
But I was young and I didn't know. So I think there was this stairway with like the girls' toilets on one of the levels, and it was break time. So if you guys remember like break time.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah.
People could just day everywhere.
Exactly.
It's noisy. There's just so much happening.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of time alone. I still do. Like obviously, like I love my friends and everything. But I've always been that like just solo runner. And I remember passing down these stairs and hearing back from behind the girls' toilet door.
Really?
Like someone was to me. I was 9, 10.
Yeah.
Someone was trying to get out. That's what I thought. You know, and I could have just gone about my day. Like no one asked me. You know?
Is this from like TV? Like were you just thinking, you know, cartoons?
I was that kid. I told you, I was honestly that kid. Like, heart of a hero type shit. You know? So I'm back. I'm like, yo, is no one else hearing this? Like, what's going on? You know, and then I start actually like saying, "Are you okay?" Like I start yelling behind the door because it clearly says like girls' toilets, and I'm hearing blah blah blah. So at this time, I didn't know. I just got to school. I didn't know people still be fixing things.
I'm picturing like a typical like Nigerian construction worker on the other side.
Oh,
hearing you ask, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, we're about to get there, and then. But I'm talking now. No one's actually feeding me back. I just keep hearing back, because the person on the other side can't even hear me because the noise. And all I know is I was like, okay, I just kept imagining that this person was hearing me. So I told her, stand back. And I took a couple steps back. No, now this is happening while literally it's break time.
And chaos, right?
And no one's paying attention to me. This tiny kid. And I just run up and I like kick the door and I'm like, bang.
Oh my God.
Yo, I can never forget this man's face. And he wasn't even, you know how Nigeria contractors are. Like, this man was just like, they just called him that day to fix something. So he was fully in his trad.
Oh, wow.
In his cap, everything. He had travel marks, everything. He was fully, and he was just holding the hammer. He was looking at me. Yo, he was so mad. Like, because he was like, I think he was fixing the hinge of the door. Something.
Oh, so he was fixing the door,
he was fixing the door, I broke down.
Fantastic.
He was working on it. And and the doors with the secondary school now, what they call that material, one very light poly.
Yeah, I know
one very shitty wood that anyone can yo, this man. And then here comes the punchline.
Yeah.
He slapped me so hard.
No way.
Oh, man. This guy was the
That's crazy.
He slapped me. Like, that was the only interaction with me and him. He looked at me and he walked up and he just like smacked me so hard. And you know, it didn't mean I probably still didn't try to rescue someone the next week, but like that was like me, man, like young little.
What was the fallout with like school authority? Out of curiosity, yeah.
On that incident, no, it never got to that level.
Oh, he never got to school authority? So it was quick sort out, quick slap, back to
go
class.
On your way, and he just probably go back to his work.
No one ever found out about it?
I don't even think... Oh, obviously the slap stopped, like, everyone around me was like, everyone said, yay! And everyone turned. And then everyone just went about their day, so... I kind of learned to deal with my own shit, like, in that way. Just, it happened, cool.
And push on, right? I love that. That's one of my favorite core childhood memories so far. Going back to sort of like talent, were there any early indicators of like talent other than being super inquisitive, trying things? Would you say there were any like other indicators that maybe hearing from family members or people around or just you yourself?
Yeah. They all thought I was going to play basketball. That didn't work out. Yeah.
Should have been on the Raptors, eh?
And I was always just looking at them like, I don't understand why you people...
Which, honestly, just to point out, I think that's also rare, especially in that time, for people to push you to play sports, right?
Yeah.
So that in itself is, like, interesting, right?
Yeah. They always thought I was going to play ball, but I never had. But I think as a kid, maybe I used to draw a lot. Like, so that was like, oh, Shay's an artist, and I knew how to draw. So that was like my key thing. I used to win dancing competition a lot. That one too.
Okay.
So yeah, nothing really, and like I never looked at it as any more of those. Oh, like you can draw and you can dance. Like, nothing. You're not going to make money from this. Don't think about becoming this or that. So yeah,
interesting.
It was just that.
Speaking of dancing competition, we got a special guest question coming from the interwebs. The question goes as so: how did you feel being on stage in SS3 doing the big biro dancing?
That's my sister. That's my sister. That has to be my sister. She's been teasing me about this thing for like the last year. Oh, I'm gonna get her here.
So these are obviously we can't disclose this confidential. I guess our listeners are confidential, so we can't disclose any identities. But yeah, the question is: how did you feel being on stage in SS3 specifically during the big biro dancing competition?
First of all, I wasn't in SS3.
Okay. What
I was in JS. No, wait, that's a lie. I was in SS1.
Okay.
I don't remember. Wow. Has it been that long? I wasn't in SS3. I remember because I beat somebody who was in SS3.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. Right, even competitive, like 10, like 15
no.
plus years
Hey,
later.
I was just doing me, yo.
Okay.
I was just doing me.
Okay.
Yeah, how did I feel? I was very nervous. But, I just did my thing, yo, and I ended up with so many big pens. And Bic is not even my favorite brand. Like, I think Bic was like everyone's least favorite brand.
Yeah, no, Eleganza?
Eleganza? Eleganza was cool. Leo Smart was cool.
Leo Smart.
Reynolds was like a little weird with
Leo Smart.
Bic was like Raz to me.
Schneider.
I don't like Schneider.
Really?
Schneider didn't used to write well.
Schneider gave me like German efficiency vibes. Like I thought I was German when I used it.
I thought I was a teacher.
That's just like a secret of mine. I was out there.
Yeah.
When you were young, there was a loss in the family, a big loss, anyways, and you lost your pops. What was that like for you?
I don't even remember. Yeah, that happened pretty early.
How old?
I don't like to remember. I don't even remember. I just know it was I was young enough to not really understand what the heck was going on at the time. But through my only understanding of that situation was just through like my mother's eyes, or that kind
Experience,
of thing. Yeah. My mother's experience, or just how she handled the whole thing. So that happened, and look at me now.
Was that like do you remember anything like as a kid? Because as a kid we have core memories. Do you remember anything, or just seeing your mom, family members? Do you remember like chaos, or like was it just more you were like numb to the whole situation, or you just couldn't process it at that age?
Again, I don't remember. But one thing I do remember, this is weird, I don't even know if I should share this, but I remember one random, this was a long time after. I think I wrote, like, it was in school, and they told us to write like a letter to someone we love. You know how they'll give you a composition, right? And I think I had written like a letter to my dad or some stuff.
Yeah.
And naturally, you guys show mom before. And I gave that to my mother, and my mom was bawling the whole day. I can
imagine.
And I was like, oh, like, what did I do?
It
was like, what did I do?
Right?
Thing. So I think that was one of the first times I really understood like what this whole thing that had happened meant. But yeah.
And I guess this is an opportunity, I guess, for a mom shout out. But what was it like growing up in a single mom household?
Yeah, that's it's an experience that so many people share, but it's a very at least for me, I know it's a very special thing because you build a very special bond. And if you're, at least for me, like I know that's, everything I'm doing and everything I know, that's all I know, so all that energy that comes from there, that comes straight to me, and I give the same back. And it's all I know, so I love it that way.
I guess finally on that topic, how do you think that has shaped you now? Or what lines do you draw from like that loss? And also like how because like you said, you don't remember, but I guess as you grew older, that's probably when it materialized, like more and more as you like became more mature and more aware. How do you think that sort of like paved the way you went and shaped your like path?
Sometimes you can look back in hindsight and say, oh, you wish things were another way. So that you could, especially when as human beings, we're always trying to look for someone to blame, or who to, some shit. Like there's even the scenario like, I'm getting older as well, and I've only known one side of my DNA. Like hell, I don't even know what the fuck I might be turning into.
True.
There's that bit too. So
yeah. There's no past questions. There's no like blueprints.
There's no blueprint. There's nothing. All it's just stories. And so I try not to think about that too much. Like I just know who I am now is who I'm supposed to be, who I was always supposed to be, and I like it that way.
Do you think that gave you like a sort of like a no limits mentality of like you don't know what die was cast for you, or like you don't know what you should have been, which meant now you can be anything you want to be, if that makes sense, because there's no like, because again a lot of us are like lucky to have both parents. Like you're always looking at your dad, right? Like a lot of your life gravitates towards your dad, if that makes sense. But for you it's like almost like free for all, like I can be all I want to be, basically.
I think that's one way to look at it. I think I look at it more from like a more confused perspective, because like it now, obviously it took me time to even like as a Nigerian, born and raised like kid, like to break away as a creative, into that. Then it's now, okay, you've come here now, and then you have all these roads that you can go down. Like what's going to happen? So like maybe if there was some sort of like blueprint or in that regard, again, but this is all, I don't know, right? I don't know. So it did get confusing at some point, trying to figure out if you're supposed to fully be this or that or this or that. And that's human nature, and that's perfectly fine. But I think where I'm at now, again, is really just what's going on today, what's on my table today, what's on the table this week. Let's tackle that and then move on. I don't tend to look at like anything I'm doing as like work. I don't look at it as like, I take it as seriously as work, but like I don't, I wake up, I plan the schedule, do everything like to fit my lifestyle, that type of thing. So I like the way things are, man, and I'm happy with it.
And do you have any advice for like anyone in that situation, or like anyone struggling, maybe a younger version of you, maybe someone else is at that age and has the same thing, same struggle, same confusion, like you mentioned, like what would you tell, I guess, younger you and them, basically?
Run fast. Nah. Okay. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. What's going to be is going to be. What's going to hit you is going to hit you. Like, what's going to make you cry is going to make you cry. Just don't, anytime something happens to you, don't start wishing you're something. Like, every time you're reacting to something this way, don't start wishing you were reacting that way, because in that moment, that is not you. How you are reacting to something, whether it's anger, whether it's fear, whether it's whatever type of emotion, in that moment is who you are in that moment. That's your responsibility to, as time goes on, make yourself a better person, become more self-aware, know what to do, but don't kill yourself. Go through shit, go through life, be smart, come out, make mistakes, do better. That's all. You know,
that's good advice from me too. Yeah. I'm gonna play that every morning if I wake up.
My voice.
It's like, hey, yo. So then you leave home, move to Canada. Just briefly, what was that experience like? Was that like pressure on your shoulders? First kid, you know, I have to do this. I have to make it. I have to be the best. I have to, like, you know, what was that like?
Yeah, pressure. Well, yeah, it comes to the territory. And like, I always knew there was when I'm firstborn male. I always knew there's going to be pressure. Beyond that, knowing like my family story, like everything that my mother had to do to even make that move happen. Like, it was, no words had to be said. Like, I didn't have a choice but to sort of like find my way, you know. And that was not the case. I was horrible when I got out here. Like,
can you give us?
No.
Can you give us an insight?
I had freedom, man. Like, I've been in boarding school for so long, and just coming out here, like, I just had freedom, you know, to. Yeah, and that happens to most of us. To be honest, it's not
a rite of passage.
It's a rite of passage. Yeah, you know. I don't think there was anything. There were a lot of funny things that happened, obviously, on my way into Canada.
Okay.
I was bald in my first week, which is so funny.
By choice?
No, not by choice. Okay. It was annoying, man.
Like, you tried to dye your hair, or?
No. I wish. I think, no. You know what? Let's leave that story for another time. But it was a very funny fact that, like, I'm sure all of us, like, when they tell us they come abroad now, we were all so excited. Like, we all had, like,
that was
visions.
the first time you could grow your hair too, right? Like, without, like, any limits.
Get me, yeah.
So I can imagine, that's why I can't reconcile you being bald, but I find it a story.
I think back on it now and, like, it's so funny. Like, it should be on film. Like, that week was so funny for me. But yeah, it was, again, just one of the things that kind of makes my life a bit more interesting. Like, I always have these weird scenarios that it's like, yo, why is this happening to me? But then I look back and then I just can't help but laugh.
And that's what kind of makes you who you are.
Yeah.
I guess a bit forward to the next phase. I'm curious, what was Think a Freak?
What was Think a Freak? Think a Freak was a stage production.
Okay.
It was done by a group of students from University of Toronto, Mississauga, the African students. ECASA, yes. But it wasn't, it didn't only involve, obviously, the African students. Like, we just pulled a group of people together, rehearsed, obviously wrote a show, rehearsed, put on the show for people. People loved it. We became hood celebrities, you know.
The streets of Saga, remember.
Hey, yo, man. It's crazy.
And what did it mean to you personally? Because you were the creative director, if I'm not wrong.
For the last two, for the ones that we did at Living Arts Center, yes.
Last two installments, I guess.
But Think a Freak as an idea, as a brand, that credit goes to Nengi Adoki. She started the whole concept of Think a Freak.
So it predated you, basically.
Yeah, they're all 100%.
Okay, shout out Nengi.
Yeah, shout out to Nengi Ade. Their set, like, it came from them, you know, and then obviously they were about to move on, so they give it to me, David, Orafiri, Ebi, all of us, and then it carried on from there.
Okay, and in terms of like what it meant to you,
it was now what it means. It was just like the beginning of real exploration in terms of nothing it's no longer like just you.
It's not a hobby anymore.
Yeah, it's not a hobby anymore. Like, there's stakes attached to it.
People are giving you their money now.
Yeah, people are giving you their money now. I mean, no, I didn't even think about that way. I mean, you give us everybody that time in Canada. Everyone, if you know they go dinner this Saturday, they go club or something. How much did we used to charge? What was it, like $40 for the show?
Okay, $40 in like 2013, 14 for students. I don't know.
For a show. It was a bunch of stuff. Now, it wasn't just a show, right?
Okay. I think was that like a night? It was like a show, red. It was a red carpet, right?
Red carpet, little after party thing, little bouquet, little buffet. Come on now.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, no. Honestly, like, and again, all those parts didn't even have anything to do with me. I was just a show. So it was Think a Freak. Like, most times, people just think about the creative alone. But when I think about it, then like, just the collective, like just the people who had to actually come together to make things move, to make that possible. You know, deserve like all the love and all the credit, honestly, because it wasn't easy.
That's good. Finally on Think a Freak, do you have any stories on the show you can share? Any interesting stories creating it? We probably have a lot. When you can share?
I won't even lie. I swear that I don't even remember. I don't honestly remember much. It was Think a Freak is all just one big thing that happened.
An episode.
Yeah, it was just one big episode. Like,
that
yeah,
makes sense.
But I don't remember. In general, like lifelong friends, you know, just bonds that we've not been able to break since then. Yeah. And
I guess I'm trying to see how I can phrase this in the nicest way, but I'll ask you that who was Orko Ace?
And that nigga did.
See, I don't know that man. Who was Orko Ace?
He's young, passionate. First iteration, you know, like when Iron Man started.
Yes, the first suit. Yeah.
Booyah. There you go. That's Hercules.
Hercules equals first suit. I like that comparison.
Mark 1.
I think recently I came across Recovery Tale.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful song.
Just to bump it?
Why?
That was a jam. Don't disrespect that song.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Arco.
That was a jam. I remember back then, like, it was a jam. And people did used to bump it. But that period, was it just like you trying different things? Like, did any of this like propel you like externally? Or like, did you just bring like any type of like local fame and things like that?
Yeah, that's even the crazy thing. Okay. I told you, but I was always so out of it, man. Like, I really just lived in my own world, which was, again, good and bad. Like, if it was like now, someone would have, you should, and people used to tell me, you should, I'm like, yo, leave me alone. Like, you should do this, take this, send it to this, let's do it like this, let's do it like this, let's do, what's your next song? I'm like, next song? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
it was just, I love, when I found out how to make music, like on my laptop, like I was like, this greatest thing ever. Like, why doesn't everyone do this? Like,
What are you using? Was it GarageBand?
GarageBand, yeah.
Really?
Wow. Like, and I used to have so much fun.
Really?
That's really what it was for me. Like, in Niger, I had a couple friends. We were even in a group. We used to make music together. Like, it was just like...
What was the group name, sir?
Wonder Boys.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like... It was the one thing that I was like, oh, wow, like this one, I don't have to be behind the camera in front of, it's like this, we can all be on the same page and the same room and doing the same thing. I really loved the process of making music, and that's how it all started. And then the writing part came from, again, like, it's the people around me. I had so many dope creatives around me. David Amos, I would call some names. David Amos was a master with words. Why, I don't know, but he just knew so many words.
Yeah, he was also a character.
He had a very articulate way of speaking. My boy, F. Taiwo, everyone knows him for his cooking now, but he was like an amazing chef, amazing poet. Yes. He is still an amazing poet, Ora Fury could sing like she was like Whitney Houston. Like every time she just had to. So, and then the list just goes on. Like I had so many dope people around me that I was like, you know what? There's no other influences for me to use to shape who I am. So this is how I'm going to start. And yeah, I love you guys so much.
Shout out to you, all of them. I think I find it interesting that throughout this period, you guys actually use your talent. Because you just mentioned like a bunch of people, and I think there are a lot of people that are talented and a lot of people that are friends. But friends using their talents together is not that common, especially in the. I don't want to like say anything. Well, when like Nigerian communities, it's not like a very common thing that like, oh, you can do this, you can do this. Let's do this now. It's almost like everyone's trying to figure out their own thing.
Yeah.
So the fact that you guys were able to come together and create so many things and obviously like propel you further down the line, I think is great. So those years, you just feel like you don't really remember them. Basically, it's like those are just like formative years, but like they were also like almost not dark, but like it's a bit blurry, basically.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit like, I guess it hasn't been so long ago, but it's been pretty. It's been so much has happened since then.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Which is a very good thing. Yeah, So
you don't want to be living off your glory days like over a decade ago, right? Yeah,
they're still in front.
Yeah, we were gonna show you some videos, but we opted against it because we'll spare you this time. But when you're back,
that actually surprised me.
We'll show you those videos.
I know. Hit me.
So moving back to Nige, why that decision?
It was just organic. I couldn't find a job out here, like the regular story, but I guess, I couldn't find a job, and I wasn't even about to, maybe out of fear or whatever, I wasn't about to start feeling any kind of useless in the moment. So I went back to Nice to still look for work. And then a different level of useless started to hit me again.
Can you talk about that?
No, you
can you talk
know.
about that? Because a lot of people face this, right?
Yeah. Back then, sometimes it felt so black and white. If you go school abroad, you come back with your distant degree.
And you straight away.
That job.
Yeah. At the airport, people are like waiting for you like to give you a job.
Foreign, all those P's. Yeah.
Foreign.
But so after school, trying to get a job out here, I was like, okay, if they don't see my value for here, if I reach Nigeria, sure, one person will see my value.
Hot cake.
That cake dried up. Like,
I was cold as shit.
Man, I just remember like, and it was just like, this is real life. Like, again, if it was a scenario where I had someone holding my hand, saying, "Oh, how far? This is my boy." But no, it was me. Just the same way I was hustling, and I've been here, out there every day, get to where you need to be in your little suit and tie, try to pitch yourself. But it just wasn't working out as well. And then, out of my own control, one thing led to another. I met some people, and then I got into, filming.
Are you grateful you didn't get into corporate?
I won't say I'm grateful, but because I eventually tried it, and I nicely walked myself out.
Okay, so I guess let me phrase it this way. I understand, like you said, sometimes you have to try things to know you don't want to do them, right?
Yeah.
What was that experience of a 9 to 5 like that you were like, not for me?
To be honest, my job, like at least the last real job I remember I had wasn't bad at all. It was nice. I think it was a tech startup company, and it was also like, I think, just that time. Now everyone can do videos, which is why I'm like, but then like it was so special, so I had a really good time, like gave me a laptop. Oh man, I missed that. They gave me, it was dope. But like,
do you know what's clear? These like little things, people shrug at them. They're like, well, getting a laptop, my job is like, at some point you're like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah,
at some point in your life, you're like, wow, this is cool.
And it was then like, the new MacBooks now that was like one of the first ones. I never, at least at the time they gave me that MacBook, I never seen that kind of MacBook before.
You were stunting it.
Everybody.
You were FaceTiming on your laptop. You were
like, I'm ahead of you guys now. Like, but it was more so when it's time to, there will be times when your natural inclination to just create would hit you on the spot, and then you can't do something because there's a day. And that, again, that's normal. That still happens till today. It's never going to go away. Okay. But it was just having to deal with that, like almost like on a daily basis, that made it a troublesome process. I was like, it's not the end of the world. Again, it's not like, oh my God, I can't create. But your mind just starts to think about it all the time. It's not like, when you eventually get the free time, you actually use it well. But all you can think of in that time is, man,
so it was too rigid.
It was, It felt like school in a way. And I was just like, man, like, I don't know if I can do it.
And was it tough for you to like quit?
Oh no! I was talking as if I walked out. Many fired me, bro. But it was more. It was more. To be honest, I was ready to go. Like that decision was coming.
Okay.
But then they had like gone. They called me in one day about like when they give you the speech about cut downs, and then like they're just chopping. But a lot of us got like canned that day from the floor. So I didn't see it as any personal thing. But I was like, yeah. I'm never coming back to this kind of setup again. Like, it doesn't really do much for me. And then I went broke for years, man.
Yeah. Talk to me about that period. This is real life shit. Like, what was being broke in Lagos like?
Oh. Again, okay. To be honest,
Okay.
I wouldn't use that word lightly, first of all, because I know Lagos.
Okay.
And being broke in Lagos is not like, it's not broke here. Like, broke here, you can still do shit. When you're broke,
is
and I'm not even saying, like maybe personally, like I'll say, I've experienced the level of broke I'm talking about in Lagos, but I don't throw the word like broke lightly around in Lagos, because like, I mean, just the level of suffering and poverty like back home is enormous. So I won't say I'm broke, but just to be uncomfortable in Lagos, especially as a youngin, I lived. Like, I'm trying to hustle industry shit on the island. I lived in Yanokwaja. So, like, just the vibes were a little weird.
And your friends, too, are also, like, doing stuff with their lives, too, I guess.
Yeah, and I was just there. From Canada with degree, but Lobaton. Wow. What I do with it.
That's tough.
You know? So, always just having good people around you. It's really what it is. Shout out to every floor I slept on, the couch.
Shout out to the floors and couches, legit. They get you through some tough times.
Yeah.
We'll get to like your support system soon. I want to talk about like making it, or basically, how did you get into video directing? Let's start with that.
Yeah. Someone randomly took me to someone's house, like a celebrity's house.
Okay.
He saw my stuff. He thought it was dope. He saw my photos. He thought it was dope.
Okay.
And he told me to take some photos for him. While we were taking the photos, I was just, like, I was taking photos. I was also making a video.
Videos, yeah.
So we put it out. And, like, I sent everything back to them, and I sent them the video. And for some, they just went crazy. And I didn't even know why. I was like, I mean, I know it's cool, but like, damn, you know, like they went like,
It's like chill, bro. Like, I know my shit is good.
No. I didn't even think it was that. That's the thing. I didn't think it was that good.
Okay.
Like, I really didn't. But like, that was when I realized one of the gaps that was missing in the Nigerian like space as far as film that time. And then, then more, you know, it just keeps snowballing. More stuff started coming, and I started doing my bit to fill in that gap. So it happened really. It wasn't anything. I didn't plan it. It wasn't anything of my. I was already in that space personally, just being a creative. I didn't think like I was going to start doing music videos or anything on this level right now. Never thought about it.
And again, it's like almost like serendipity, right? Like you were not looking for that, but it almost like found you, if that makes sense. Yeah. And was there a culture shock when you started in Lagos? Or you had assimilated enough by then to
Not really. Yeah. It wasn't. It was never really. And if there was, because I spent so much time on the island and I lived, you know, where I lived, the shocks were never. It was never any. There was no shock, bro. I don't think there was any shock.
But was there a shock from when you moved back initially? Was there a shock then?
It was just the regular thing, like, you know, people be staring at you all the time, some like weird and. But again, it's nothing like in my area, bro. Like the kind of like even before I ever like left, you know, for night, just the kind of people with there around me and all that. Like I already got used to a certain.
It was like a warm up for night.
A certain kind of gym. So yeah.
And if you, I find doing conducting business in Niger already crazy, right? If you had to write like a mini memoir of like experiences of like a video director in Niger, give me like a summary. Yeah.
Let me see. A summary of how it's going to play out for you.
How it's going to play out for you and your experiences, this from the strange to the bizarre to the.
I don't know. I just let me see. Let's think of one thing to say. I think. Now it may be different, but then like the film space, like the music videos in particular, like in Nigeria, wow, it was actually a very interesting time back then. And I was just speaking about this with someone today. Being yourself is the only way out. Like at the end of the day, because when, like I said, I would do work that I didn't think was cool, but then people thought it was. But then I would see other people's work, and I envy that work, and I'm like, man, I wish my stuff was like this. It was such a thing I had to really like grow out of. I'm like, man, I really wish my stuff was like this, and then but no, just being. Well, in hindsight, like I didn't have a choice. I eventually just always like did my thing my way, and that was the only thing that actually carried me along. If I think about it, because I'm like, like if I ever fell into the habit of or if I ever became someone else, or like, then my work, I don't even know how I would have felt about that. So I'm always very happy, and thankful to God for never letting me just screw with the.
I think like throughout your story so far, like we've noticed that like there's been a lot of like maybe things that didn't seem like blessings initially, but have played a huge role in like your path. And looking back, it's like, oh, okay, like maybe you getting fired from somewhere, you're not getting a job in Canada, you doing this, like just here and there. It's like, okay, but that's what put you down this path basically. And I think that's also pretty cool. From a logistics point of view, how is it conducting business in Niger?
It's very different. Well, once you know your way around, you know your way around.
Okay.
You have to be ready, stay ready, shine your eye, and pray. Like, no, because, again, like, I don't want to talk from some stigma perspective as if everybody in Nigeria is not.
But to be honest, there's a reason stigma exists, but that's a different conversation.
It's just, again, we back home, different sensitivities. You have to understand. There's almost like a bunch of things you have to understand before you even have a conversation with certain people. Because if you're, especially from this side of the world where like we're also nice and like, in that side of the world, maybe we are nice as well, but it's not first line of, this. So if you don't understand that, it's easy to misunderstand people back home. It's easy to be misunderstood as well if you're coming off as too nice. And it takes time, but once you understand these, this word, nuances, once you understand these little things about how some conversations can happen, like don't take things too personal, but when I say shine your eye, you need to know when, like, okay, now you're just being like played or whatever, or just someone's trying to whine you or whatever.
And did you experience that? Like, was it? I know Nigeria is not really a trust society, but do you have any stories you can share from like just conducting business and being a director and like okay, this is insane, or this is like not how things should
every
be?
Time. Where were you last week? Like, every time. Like it's part of. It's also just part of the game. So, but you grow older, you learn to secure yourself. Like, okay, you don't just leave yourself in like, look, this possibility, this could happen. So I have to put this and this in place. So when this comes back, like at least I have myself. Don't wait for it to hit you and you're like,
it's almost like chess
again. It is chess, because like I say, you can't control. You can know as much as you want to, but you can't control what people do. You can't really control that. So just I stopped attacking Nige or feeling like Nige was attacking me, and I just like adjusted myself, to play the game.
I find that very interesting in terms of that switch in mindset, almost like going from like almost a victim mindset to like a victor mindset. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people just feel like life is like attacking them.
Yeah, and and you can't blame anyone. Like Nige, like. There's a song on my album called Lagos Too Crazy. Like, there's a reason why concepts like that exist. Like, Nige can be a lot, but that is what it is. Like, it's also a place where people are making millions every day, where people are living comfortably, people are changing the world from Nigeria. So, do you just want to stay there and like keep thinking about how you're not, or do you want to be? It's you make your choice, man.
You make your choice. That's very good advice. And how's the music directing journey been so far? Would you say?
Yeah, it's been a relief. I think my first step into it has been more of a relief than anything else, than even being an artist per se. Like, I put out the album and I feel like my manager's gonna kill me. I feel like after like a month, I just stepped away. I was like, I'm just
no press, no marketing, nothing.
You know, and on paper, that's not what I should be doing. It's like, oh my God, like my label, my distro, they're always clearing me and blah, blah, blah. But I always have my plan, you know. I always know how I want to like come back into things. It might not always work, but it's what it is for me. So this first one was really just like, I was like, oh man, thank God. Like, I've been thinking about this for so long. I'm just happy I finally actually did it. And then I felt this huge weight off my shoulders. And it caused me to even just relax a little bit. Like, in a way I haven't relaxed for like, you know, a while. So it's been that process for me. I've just really been freer. My mind has been freer to think on other things. And I've been enjoying it, really. I'm excited to make more music. I'm excited to drop more music and even become like more myself in the music. Because life is short, you know.
Yeah, I want to sort of talk a bit more about like just having talent. Does that ever feel like a burden to you of like being, when I say burden in terms of like, you've heard the phrase jack of all trades, master of none. When you have so many paths you can take, how do you decide where to go, where to put your energy, your time, how to like, you know, ration your time and things like that?
Like, if you find out, let me know, man. I don't like. It's fair. Such a weird way, especially growing up, becoming a man, you know, trying to, you know, build a life, you, your family, all that shit, and then just realizing that your path is a little wonky. But like I said earlier, fine, but that is the path. Yeah. So make it work, you know, in your own way. Like, figure it out and make it work for you, because stuff like, and it is right, like on paper, like you should choose one, or at least even at certain times choose one thing, dial in, focus, but it just doesn't work for me. Like, I don't know whether it's some kind of ADs, I don't know what it is, but it just, my mind is always just
But where does that conviction come from? Just choose a path and go with it, like, because I think people get paralyzed by being multi-talented.
It's real. I won't even lie. Like, it's very real. There are times when nothing is working out. For example, like nothing is even on like an income level. Nothing is bringing in, you know, income. Other things are happening around you. People are moving up. You're just so it comes with its own. But like. There's also the shame sometimes of like, if you like, cry from today to tomorrow. You better, whether you have 5 in front of you, better go down one. Even if it's to go down for 5 minutes and find something and come back, you better figure it out. Because like, you know, when you're this kind of person, you would hear people say a lot, I dislike this statement so much, I wish I was you. I'm like, yeah, come and sleep in my bed at night and see how that feels.
So I'm trying to get like you, boss.
You know, like they're like, man, or someone told me one time that they think I'm too humble, and I'm like, I'm not humble. Like, maybe because I'm just a little more quiet about those things. It doesn't mean I'm humble in any way.
Like, I know
the person was like, the person was like, oh, like if I was you, I'll be shouting from the. I was like, what do you mean if you were me? Like, what does that even mean, bro?
Yeah.
You know, but I get it. Like, it always seems like we should always have it figured out, or there should always be something, or like we're all supposed to be born to be superstars. Like, I don't know about that. I have no clue.
And in terms of advice for, again, like there's a lot of people like you out there. A lot of them maybe also quiet, are like still like within themselves, and like they know they're good at all these things, but they don't know how to like handle it, how to like decide, how to like not be paralyzed by it. What's your main advice to them from what you experience?
Pray, man. I won't even lie. Like, pray, whether you think anybody's hearing you or not. Just pray until it feels real. Like, every time I've had, like, even as small as like a writer's block or something, and like, the thing about creativity for me is it's emotion. And sometimes you just have to, like, you need to see some people when say pinch me, I must be dreaming. Like, you need to find something to wake you up spiritually, emotionally. Sometimes, like I say, like sometimes you get into deep forms of prayer and like deep levels of connectivity, even if that doesn't happen all the time. But you can find that, and then like sometimes prayer, if we actually think about just being human beings, we're just talking to the air. We don't know who's out there.
Physically,
physically, you know, but like depending on just how deep you can connect, you can feel that reciprocity, and then you actually give yourself energy to like move on, you know. So pray, or just, I don't know, sit there and cry until it leaves you, man, you know, or smoke
do something.
or something.
Do something,
just,
right?
But again, it's creativity really is emotion. Give yourself enough time, but always try to find your way back to just something that, you know, just moves you like a little bit. Like if you need to, I don't know, take a long ass walk or enter a bus and don't get off until, no, I'm serious.
Yeah,
like all these things, like they sound like corny songs, you know, but like facts.
Yeah.
Find ways to wake yourself up.
Action, basically.
Yeah, just find ways to wake yourself up.
One of my
every single
favorite
time.
quotes is emotion follows action. And I the reason I like that quote is more from a motivation and discipline point of view. Like a lot of people just wait for motivation to strike, but it runs out, right?
That's really true. That I actually learned even just this year. Yeah. Stop. Like motivation is it's I think it's even a like it's just ginger, bro.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
it's spark, but sparks die out, right?
very fleeting thing.
Yeah.
So it's like but you need to find ways to be able to
Consistent.
get that spark. Like
yeah.
maybe even not consistently, just when you like, you need to be able to tap into something
Yeah.
that just saying like, okay,
Yeah.
like, and then be intentional about that thing. Like, okay,
Carry
I'm
it
gonna
on,
use this.
yeah.
I'm gonna go try this, and just follow the energy, man. That's how I see it.
And like you said about creativity, how like creativity is emotion. I think that emotion follows action. It sort of like fits in there. Like don't just, because being paralyzed, trust me, by a lot of things, it's simple to sit in it. It's like, oh man, like, you know, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, but just do something. Like you said, whatever it is that works for you, figure it out, do something and keep moving, and emotion will follow, like, definitely.
Yeah.
Which of your skills or talents do you identify with the most? Or which do you enjoy the most? It's a two-part question.
I enjoy creating concepts for videos. I enjoy that process the most. Like if I had to create like a treatment for a music video, and I didn't have like some crazy deadline or something, I enjoy that process a lot. Like there's nothing like film, man.
Really?
Like I really, really pray that I eventually get to a point that I can do this thing on like an astronomical
Like
level.
large scale, right?
You know, because it's like it's so dope. You know, like filmmaking is such a cool thing.
So who's your favorite director? This is off script, but I'm so curious.
Yeah, no.
Who's your favorite?
I think I'll even just use recency bias. Let me say George Miller. I think that's his name. The Mad Max guy.
Yeah.
Because those films, that's how I want to make films.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not just like Mad Max Fury Road. I think his name is George Miller. It's George Miller.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But they evoke a lot of emotion in the way.
And it's like, it's also choreography, it's the costume design, and it's like, that movie just, like, you know. So I love his work.
For a second, I thought you say Christopher Nolan, but I thought maybe that's too.
Yeah,
that's too
I
mainstream
love the
for
movies. You know,
Okay.
I love, like, I won't say no. It's not too mainstream. Like,
Okay.
again, I'm a huge fan of The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Like I've watched that how many times?
That's one of I think that's my top 3 movies.
Yeah, you know, but like, as far as like who would I want to make movies like
who do you want to shadow for a day, basically?
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah. And also Ryan Coogler, not on a Marvel movie. Yeah. Ryan Coogler, not like Fruitvale Station.
That
Ryan
is
Coogler.
so good.
Let's roll. Let's
like
roll.
Ryan Coogler without Marvel.
Yeah, like I love the Black Panther movies.
Yeah.
They're both amazing. R.I.P. Chadwick. But I just feel like I'm happy for him, and like it's a place we all want to get to. But like his work on like Fruitvale Station, I think Fruitvale Station.
That was a tough watch for me.
My God, but
That was a tough watch. And Michael B. Jordan was really good in that too.
Yeah, he didn't have a choice. Like, you know, like it was so good. So Ryan Coogler in that bag is epic, man. It's epic. Yeah.
That's really so. You say you identify with video more than music.
Now on the music parts, making a song is the closest I feel to God
Really?
in my life. Yeah.
Like start to finish.
I don't
making
know
a
if
song.
anyone else has ever said that. If you did, it's not yours anymore. It's mine. Making a song is the closest I feel to God because, man, there'd be some moments, bro, like when like it all just comes together and you're like, how? Like how? Especially for someone like me, like I don't I know artists, man, like people live this shit like 2-4-7, you know, and I don't necessarily do that. I don't live that. So like sometimes it would just like come and I'm like, yo, there's no way this thing isn't some sort of spirit. You know what I mean? Like those moments are just so like, even I prefer that to all the hoopla of like releasing the song. Like that one is like, that feeling can like.
I get the sense that like, would you say you're a purist?
What would you define that as?
Purist in terms of like you enjoy the I would say the process and the sort of like the non-glamorous parts of being creative, basically.
A little bit. That's a cool thing to see. A little bit, I think. I like the money.
For sure. Purists can get paid.
I'm not your purist. Reduce my this, you know. No. But yeah, I think I really do. Like again, like it's where I meet people the most in my life. Like, you know, it's usually on set or how I connect with people the most is when I'm creating, when I'm making film. There's so many people on set. You meet new artists, you meet new people. Like I'm working with some artists, right? The artists I've been working with recently, they have such strong convictions about what they want their work to look like and what they want it to represent. And I'm such a geek for all that kind of stuff, you know? So yeah, I cherish the process of doing my work even more than like the final product of like putting stuff out.
Do the people that don't do the work right, do they grind your gears? Like they irritate you when you come across people that like they're doing it their own way, but like they're not doing it right, basically.
What is
right?
Or
they're trying to cut corners, or like, you know.
Yeah, I've cut corners too. What are you talking about? Come on, we all do that. No. Yeah, like in the past, when you're younger, you could maybe see something and you're like, or you could say how I even got into really getting into my bag in music videos was like I said, I felt like I noticed something lacking in Nigerian music videos at that time. I was like, yo, there's no way you guys are not seeing what I'm saying. Like that's how I used to be like this. I'm like, there's no way you guys are not seeing what I'm seeing. You know, so but at the end of the day, like everybody is there. These days I just don't really give a shit about like what anyone else is doing. Everyone's path is different, and some people who are doing work that the world may even consider not so great, now then gets how many million. So it's not really like the scales are all messed up.
Life is not linear.
It's not linear. The scales are. Don't rate your work based on followers. Don't rate your work based on even your income. Like I've met people, like we say, like people considered broke and are the best at who they are, what they do. And I've met people who have everything, and I'm like, how the hell did you get this? You know? So it's never black and white. I don't look at it like that. Like I just focus on me.
Do you feel like people at some point were jacking your style?
Oh hell yeah! Come on.
In video direction.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. It's not jacking my style. It's just
But are you inspired? Let's be political.
Yeah,
do you feel like you inspired
for sure.
a generation of like Nigerian music?
Generation, that's how old.
When I say generation, I just mean like there's like a group or a class.
No. I'm fucking with you. Yeah, no, definitely. And I know, like I've had one-on-one conversations with so many of these people. Yeah. It's so cool to see you just doing you and somebody is like
picking up on
it, and I'm like, why? Like I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. But if you're finding like meaning behind this, then it's really, really cool. Like I have some very deep messages people have sent me that I had to just keep. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like I can't believe.
In what terms? Like, is it just connecting, or like you've
like from other directors, people who are directors now, you know, that kind of thing. Like they just let me know, like, you know, just some really cool messages that just move you like in that way. It's been a very like it's a blessing again. Like I wasn't doing anything intentional, but you touch whether it's 2 people, 3 people, like, and then those people go on to touch the lives of thousands. Do you watch The Office?
Do I watch The Office?
Okay,
I'm on my 6th watch.
Perfect. Yeah. You remember when Dwight won Salesman of the Year?
Yeah.
And he had to give the speech, but was nervous. So Michael went on first. Yeah. And then like the crowd was completely dead when Michael was trying to do his thing. Then Dwight went on after. Then Dwight did the speech that Jim taught him and everyone. Then at the end, Michael was sitting at the bar and he was like, and then he made Dwight laugh. Yeah. And then he said, man, I can't believe I captivated the guy that captivated 1,000 guys.
So by association,
you know, so
that's all.
You know, I mean, grateful to God. We have our own, like, so many views with the videos we've done, but like. I've inspired some people who have gone on to do, you know, hundreds of millions. So by association,
that makes sense.
Give me an Oscar.
Good job. Good job. Thank you. It's funny you speak of The Office. When you spoke about there was a quote you said earlier that if someone else said it, music being the closest thing to God. And you're like, someone else had that quote, is yours now.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like the Michael Scott, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Michael Jordan, then Michael Scott. So he basically just jacked the quote.
I just did.
Which is okay. But I think tiny back, and I have to push you for an answer here.
Okay.
Would you say you identify more with video direction, but you enjoy making music more?
I think yes. And I think that just by way of what people have known me for more over the last couple of years.
Okay.
More of my identity kind of falls under video direction for now. I guess it will slowly maybe balance out or change, like the more I like put out music or identify with that side. But
or film.
Or film, exactly. Thank you, bro. So yeah, definitely now it's me personally, it's music. It's music.
Quick question. If you could only keep one of your talents, which would it be?
Curiosity. That would lead me right back to everything.
That's cheating.
It would lead me right back to everything. That's like my I wish for 1,000 wishes. Right there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, fair
curiosity.
enough. I'll let you off on that. I'll let you off on that. I'm curious how you like protect your creativity, like because we know how life goes, but like how do you protect like the source, basically?
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't think I know that yet because I'm just getting to the points now where I'm like, I was going through my Instagram, actually some posts I had archived from the past. And I was looking at, I was like, man, look at these cool videos I used to post before. And then Fury said, oh, so why don't you do it again? I was like, what the fuck is the time? Like, I don't have the time to do this. And then I hit you. It's like, man, like, you think you're still you, but like you change over time with this stuff, and
you don't notice.
You don't notice, you don't notice unless you take these mental breaks and like actually stop, stare, look back. So I'm like, oh man, but again, the emotion is the most important thing. So instead of getting hung up on or now figuring out like, oh, from today on now, every single day I'm going to carry my camera and be going to like, I don't see myself doing that right now. But it's just okay. What emotions even led me to that kind of thought process, and how can I apply that to where I am now? Like, you know, what kind of new... I've been thinking about that. Honestly, this is just a couple of hours ago. Like, I've been thinking about that recently. Like, okay, how do I become, you know, that's still young, playful now, you know, with everything I am now, everything I have now. So
same formula, different stage, basically.
Exactly, yeah. I think before I used to get hung up on maybe trying to go back to that, but it can't happen. Like, yeah.
That sort of like leads into my next question of how do you like refuel and recharge? Like, how do you like, okay, when you're a bit drained, like, okay, where do you go back to and like, okay, I'm tapping electricity again, I'm ready to go?
There isn't one set thing. I think it usually once I realize that I'm in a slump, like once again you could be in a slump, you're just carrying on day after day. So the moment like I realize I'm in that slump, that's usually the beginning of the walk back. The walk back sometimes could be long. You might need to take it. Again, I dropped a song, Lagos Too Crazy, so I dip to the beach. Like it's a thing I do. Like in Niger, you can't afford to travel outside of Niger every time. That's. Whew. So, small trips here. Nigeria is a bit more open now, even though everything is real crazy with the economy now. But whatever you can do just to, like I said, knowing the type of person I am, I don't like staying in one place. Even when I'm in the same room. This one where you sit down, you sit for like how many hours? Where you on this shit?
Thank you.
I'm always like, so
restless,
usually when like work and stuff forces me to just be in one space for a long period of time, I fall into these slumps, then I just have to like move around a little bit, see some different things, breathe new air, and then just walk my way back, man.
We touched on this a bit earlier, but like, what makes up your support system?
Definitely my family, and by that I mean like my core friends, and my family itself. Really, I don't really look for much more than that.
How about faith?
I have a few things I like to live by. Yeah, faith is strong. Like without that, and it's a word that we abuse.
I was going to get into that. I was going to ask you what faith means to you, because faith is like a coverall, basically. Yeah.
How can you have faith and still be worrying? But we're human. So, but just understanding faith, understanding that we're not perfect, nobody's perfect, and that is okay. Like outside of what we feel. Maybe morality, religion, you obviously keep your head straight, but no one is perfect, and that is okay as long as you're not a douchebag doing some weird stuff. That is okay. Give yourself grace always, and everything will fall into place, man.
I want to talk about a couple of your projects. Start with Love and Hustle. What was the inspiration of the album? And if you could just talk me through the process of making an album in general. Like a lot of people we just listen to albums. I don't know what it's like to actually make an album, basically. But like the inspiration and then the process.
Love and Hustle. I always thought, I know that the best way for me to leave my mark in this life for my family is to document my life. Like, as much as I haven't done that in the past, just based off of whatever, it's something I try to live by now. Whether that's by film, whether that's through the works of my hand. One way that I really, really want to do that is through music. Because when I write my music, like I don't, at least for Love and Hustle, I wasn't writing about anything. Like it wasn't just, random ideas or stuff. It was like, I went through something and then somewhere down the line, like my mind programmed me to create this piece of work about that thing. And then, real life situations, everything about Love and Hustle is like, every song is, there's people tied to those experiences in that song. I talk about like my mom on the album a couple times as well. So it's a very real project for me. Process took about, for Love and Hustle itself, it took about 1.5 years.
Okay.
But like just the dream of like these songs, like putting together a bunch of songs, like I've been working on that for like just on my own for such a long time. But like when I decided, okay, this thing was going to be called Love and Hustle, these are the songs that are going to make it there. So how did you come up with that's sort of like again, if you do like a album making for dummies, right? What like how does that even come? Because I'm so curious. How does it come together? Inspiration. You write a song. Do you just have a bunch of lyrics and go record them? Or is it interspersed kind of There's
thing?
different people record music in so many different ways. Like I said, I don't do it. I didn't do it for this album. It wasn't traditional because most of the time I just had to I recorded this entire album in whatever room I was sleeping in.
Really?
Mostly in my bedroom. I just had my little setup. I had to work with producers offline. So didn't really have time to do the whole studio thing.
So it was a bit unorthodox, basically.
Some people go to the studio, spend 6 hours, they come out with 10 bangers or 10 jams. You get like my process for this album was different. They were actually like ideas. I was like, okay, I want to talk about the fact that I've not been able to find love for so and so long, and then that's how Sweet Time came about.
Okay.
I want to talk about how I finally found love, but now my quote unquote just wandering eyes are still making me look elsewhere. There's other that song didn't even make it to the album itself. But there's another song like that. So just all those like literally like maybe a process through some things that happened in my life, and I was like, at this point this was where I was. This is where I was, and then so
it's almost like it's like a chronography.
It's a story.
Okay.
It's a story. If you ever have the time to, I'm gonna post that up maybe really soon. Just all the lyrics, like a lyric book. We had one, and then if you go through it, you'll get it. Like how this happens first, and this happens, and this happens. So,
is that important to you? Like having like a concept and order to your album?
Just in general, that's me.
One of my pet peeves is when people play albums and they put it on shuffle.
Some albums are sick that way though.
But for me, it's like I feel like a lot of work goes into like arranging the music, right?
100%.
Or another close pet peeve is when people listen to an album once and then they make a judgment based on that. Like I'm like someone spent like you said 1 year, 2 years making it, and just listen to it once and like this is garbage. This is good. This is
as humans, man. But Some albums are fire though. Like when you listen on shuffle, I won't even lie. But when they're concept albums like this one, I do agree. You can't listen once, and it would probably help if you had guides like lyrics and stuff like that. I think Love My Hustle is definitely one of those albums. And we have I have some videos that I shot that I'll be putting out soon. So I'm
Stay tuned for that.
It's gonna open up the stories a little bit more.
Nice. And moving on to Kimono Kid, we're almost done, by the way. Kimono Kid. What's the inspiration behind the film?
Yeah, the inspiration behind myself and Joseph's films, at least since we've been working on films, has really been mental health at the peak of everything. It's always been about mental health. Obviously, we're black men. We've been black boys. Said that nice. Well, we've been there. And send it to you. Thanks, man. And all of us are still going through, challenges daily, figuring life out, figuring ourselves out, learning, unlearning, so many things. Everyone has their experiences, grief, loss, just lack, pain, so many things. But the bottom line is we have to grow. We always have to grow. So like we've spoken about today, you can stay there and sit, what's that line? Sit and shit too much, too long.
It starts to smell like what?
No, it doesn't smell. It doesn't smell like shit no more. You just be there, So you can either do that or again find your spark, find an emotion that pushes you towards greatness. Greatness doesn't necessarily mean you standing there with a trophy. Greatness is actually you winning that mental battle. If it's about getting yourself out of bed and going to the gym that day, that's greatness. If it's about like in the film, my dad has passed. I'm a little weak boy, but I want to honor my father's legacy of, just following this martial arts thing and being there, practicing amongst people that look so much better than me. They look like they're so much more skilled than I am, but nothing's going to make me stop. I'm still going to show up every day. That's greatness in itself. So that's really what the essence of the film is about, like picking yourself up when everything else around you seems to be failing. And just taking the next step, yo. That's really what it's about.
Oh, that's super impactful. Have you ever considered starting a cult?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I watched How to Be a Cult Leader on Netflix.
On Netflix, yeah.
And what's that guy? No, the Jonestown guy is really crazy. That one's different. But it was the other guy. Man, he had people crazy.
I haven't watched it.
Have you ever considered starting a church?
I had a guest, actually. First thing he ever wanted to be was a pastor.
Do you think most churches these days actually operate like cults?
For sure. I don't think these days. I think it's been a time-long thing.
Yeah?
And you've then seen some exposed over time.
Yeah.
But I think there's still a lot. And I think, if anything, a lot of the unknown churches are actually worse than the ones in the spotlight. I think the random church you would pass in Surulere probably has more cultish behavior than the big church would because then you're not in the eye of you're not in the public eye. So you could get away with worse things.
Yeah, that's true and false at the same time.
Okay, why do you say so?
Knowing our great nation.
Yes.
Bro. No.
Yeah.
Now the shiniest things we dirty pass, bro.
Behind the scenes.
You,
I get that.
Yeah, that's just how I feel.
I think in general as a culture, we have cultish tendencies. The way we tend to worship things and people.
Follow and look for.
Yeah, and mindlessly do it also. So... but again, the way you deliver that, I think you make a great cult leader. So maybe look into that. Again, it doesn't have to be a bad cult. It could be a cult of creatives. It could be a cult
Leto has a cult. They think he's Jesus or something.
Really?
Yeah, he has a whole. I don't know if he's still doing it. Maybe he don't retire now. But he had
Did you retire? I think you just die or they arrest you. Do you ever retire from a cult? Exactly.
Yeah, he has I think last I checked. He's got his own little Sunday school.
Are you a big crime and investigation person?
I'm not big on it, but I actually love detective stuff.
Okay.
I love police.
That's crime and investigation, basically. Yeah. That's my bag.
I say word. Okay.
I've been watching crime and investigation channels since I was 13, which... So if anyone here is judging my parents, it wasn't their fault. I just snuck. The same way kids snuck to watch something else, I wanted to watch crime and investigation. Cool. And I hope this doesn't come back in a few years in the news somehow. Similar to how you spoke about the process of making music, how do you make a film?
Oh, that's a grand process.
Is that like script first, then shooting, or is it like how do you put it together?
It takes a lot. It's obviously the idea and the script, or some kind of synopsis, then to a script.
Did you write the script, or like were you part of the script writing?
Kimono, yeah, Joseph, myself, Dario Lighton. Dario Lighton is an amazing Nigerian director. One of my favorite script writers as well.
Okay.
And the guy who did the narration like helped us with some of the Igbo that was in the film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was a collective effort.
Okay. And so you have the script, and then
so the script, and obviously like you put your team together. Like filmmaking is it's being a director is just one thing. Like the actual body of like what brings the film together. So many people, the producers, the line producers, the DP, like everyone comes together to play like such a crazy role, and you just have to. That's so the pressure is on you to make sure you don't gather all these people there to do rubbish. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean.
Different people have different processes, but script, storyboard, share with your producer, share with your team, hire your cast. We held auditions for Kimono Kid, which is one of the best experiences actually. Like seeing. So many people came to be the Kimono Kid, and they were so good. This guy came, I was flipping. I was like, oh,
really?
Like it was so fucking exciting.
Was it like a setting like you were behind the table?
Yeah, myself. No. It was live. It was live. Myself, I sat here. Joseph sat here. My producer Annie was there. A couple more people, and then they all just like came in one by one.
Yeah.
First of all, there's some kids in the movie like actual martial art, and they're like so good.
Really?
So they came in with their swords, and I was so like I was like a kid in a candy store. I was like, yo, I'm gonna film this.
Were you surprised Nigeria had such talent?
No, why?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's all.
Because what do you call it? Martial arts is not like celebrated.
Yeah, it's not celebrated,
Nigeria,
but I think there's the sub community.
Okay.
That was also another thing. Like we realized that we were going to be doing as the process of the film went along. We're like, yo, we have to bring more awareness to this subculture, like within Lagos, Nigeria. When I was small, I remember like the rich kids, like they always have karate lessons and stuff. I probably did some trials, like the school first and I were to do that. I walked out of there fast. Like I knew it wasn't my bag,
Even as a kid, you knew?
Like karate and stuff. No. I feel like I'm a very violent fighter. So like, if we're supposed to be fighting on that song,
so you had no order to your fighting, basically.
Yeah.
So you're a brawler.
I'm a brawler here. So all this hire and wait for me to first move. Me, I will kill you there,
all this
bro.
Hire is.
So
I think that's our tagline for this interview. All this hire.
I never really found like it just wasn't really my. Plus, I don't really think it was something that my mother would have wanted to afford at the time.
That's true.
So to try and
was a luxury.
It was a luxury to bring that one home.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, but I do think there is a subculture with just so many people involved in martial arts, like back home, and I think I'm excited to take the film back to Lagos as well. When we have like a premiere similar to this one there, like we really, really want to use it as an opportunity to bring those people together and hopefully just push the narrative like more in the public eye, because I think it's a really dope thing,
And what was your favorite part of making the movie? You spoke about the auditions, the scripts. I guess shooting it was also like
it
fun.
was amazing.
What was your favorite part of the whole process?
Of shooting or just in
making the film?
It was when the editing process was interesting. I edited the film. And I wanted it, obviously directors, when we do all our thing and we do all our work and we want to hire editors, but me and Joseph were like, yo, let's do this in-house so we can talk our way through this thing as much as possible. Let no one restrict us. So I think the first iteration of the film was about 17 minutes. It was really long. Yeah. And then the process of editing the film, myself and Joseph were just learning so much about the product, about the story we were trying to tell, and about the industry we were getting into as well. So that process, like, I always enjoy those things. It's like you feel yourself becoming something more.
Like growing.
Yeah, growing. And you just know that after this thing, you're not going to be the same. Yeah. So that was a really, the synergy between myself and Joseph, like making decisions on the film. We had some calls, like, and we would message ourselves, like the next morning, we're like, yo, I'm still high off that call yesterday, man. We had so many dope eureka moments like that, and those are the parts I really enjoyed.
Congrats on the TIFF screening. That's a big deal.
Yeah, definitely.
Was that like what was that moment like for you? Did you feel like a sense of pride? Did you feel like I have to work harder? Did you feel like, what was that moment like for you?
Yeah, it was great. I think one of the strongest things for me was just being in Toronto, like this same town where they don't give me work.
Job,
So,
yeah.
it's
So it was a bit of full circle.
We look fresh. You know what I mean? Like
did
my
look
friends,
fresh,
my people in the crowd. Like it was like that's for me personally. Like it was such a great thing to see. That was one level. Second level, just in any capacity, like my work on a screen that big.
Yeah.
You know, whether it was like I paid for it myself, like if we wanted to do somewhere else and we're like, oh, make I just even see as this thing cinema. So like to see a platform set that up for us, again, like I had goosebumps on that front. To hear and watch the film as well in that space was really, really like, it was a proud moment, but I didn't like let it, as soon as the film was done, I was like, oh man, that's it. I was like, I want more. That's all that was. I was like, yo, I want more.
Yeah.
I need this experience on some, everyone sits down here for 2 hours and then I get the applause. You know what I mean?
I see.
This was like 10 minutes and it was done. I was like, damn,
so it was motivation.
It was motivation. I was like, yeah, just, I can't wait. Hopefully we get to make this bigger, make it like a feature.
Okay.
Tell even like a bigger story. But I'm really proud of myself and I'm really happy that Joseph, like even this entire thing, like Joseph was like, he just called me one day. I was like, yo, we have the craziest idea. And it started off as this tiny thing and we just kept expanding. And I'm really happy with like just where we've taken it so far. Yeah, and it's going to be bigger.
I think it's like a testament to like your sort of like talent and work ethic that you have a film out at the same time as an album.
Oh yeah, big year.
I think that's not, you don't see that a lot. Like I look at a few people in like Hollywood because that's what we watched growing up, but you have these people that just seem to be able to do everything, like Eddie Murphy, right? Or Jamie Foxx, right?
Yeah.
These folks, and I think is you don't want to minimize that. I think it's a very, very big achievement, right? Especially like if you plan to continue. So I just want to say congrats on that again. Briefly, are there any similarity differences between the music industry, like video making industry?
Yeah. Everything is
tied.
They're definitely similar. Like you have to build yourself up until somebody sees you and then gives you. There's also the grace factor. Like obviously some people you can just do one thing and it goes like it checks all the boxes. Yeah. But for the most part, it's the same thing. You're working with a lot of egos, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Like that is the game. You know what I mean? Yeah. You say, build your own ego.
Ego for ego.
You know that's the game. Like you just need to understand and just have good intentions. You're like that's it, because. They do say the game is the game. Like if you want, sit down there and complain from morning to night about what is it. The game will continue without you. So adjust yourself, shine your eye, stay ready. You'll be all right, man.
We got another guest question from someone close to you. Again, confidentiality. I wouldn't reveal their identity. But it says you travel a lot for work. Where do you call home now?
I was about to say the corniest shit.
Don't tell me where the heart is.
Nah, Lagos is home, man. Okay. Lagos is always home.
Okay.
You know, I was away for a significant amount of time recently, but that's because like when I was actually working on this album, I was actually in school taking a course, and I graduated this year, so add that to the list of things. Thank you.
Congratulations.
But yeah, Lagos is base. Lagos is home. I always go everywhere from Lagos.
And Lagos is where the heart is too.
Yeah. For real.
What does the future look like for you?
It's bright, man. I don't.
That's why you have shades on, I guess.
I had my shades on the whole interview too.
This is what it looks like, folks.
Shit. No. It's bright, man. Like I don't know what it holds. I just know that today I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm alive, and I'm grateful. And so, yeah, tomorrow I'll get up and do it again. Okay. You know, as long as I keep this energy, you know, or at least keep coming back here, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay.
We're going to do some quick fire questions and wrap it up. We usually say quick fire, but you know how these things go. What's your dream collab? One for music, one for film.
Dream collab for music. Right now, I want to make a song with Thames. For film, I would love to be on set with Oh, Denzel, just put that there. Yeah, I want to be on set with him, just doing something. I don't care what it is.
Denzel, the GOAT.
Even if not BTS, make I snap anything, bro. Like I want that so bad. Yeah.
So I'll take it. Okay, your favorite artist of all time, music artist of all time.
My favorite music artist of all time might be Frank Ocean.
Wow. Okay. MJ?
It's Michael Jackson, but I'll say Frank Ocean today.
Okay.
It's Michael Jackson, but I'll say Frank Ocean.
For the Gen Zs, I think they understand Frank Ocean more. Favorite movie of all time?
Ooh. It should be. I already mentioned Mad Max earlier, so I'll say right now.
All time though.
Yeah, all time. Shit. Birdman by Michael Keaton.
Yes,
is in that movie Birdman. You might ask me this question another day. I might give you another answer, but today I'll say. I think the tagline is "The unexpected virtue of ignorance."
Yeah,
Birdman.
I think I saw that recently.
So good, yo.
Yeah, I think Michael Keaton is amazing. I think he's underrated actually, all time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I mean, you can't really. He was Batman, man. So
I don't know. I feel like some people are just like should be bigger than they are.
Yeah.
But maybe career.
And that's kind of that was kind of the joke of that film as well. The Birdman film. He was like a washed up. Former superhero. So I love that film.
Favorite travel destination.
Paris.
Any reasons why?
It's Paris.
Okay. All right. Favorite musical instrument?
Guitar.
Hands down.
Yeah, I can't play the guitar, but the guitar for sure.
Okay. Favorite restaurant? I'll give you any country for this one.
Man, I will lie for you. Now Black Bell.
Black Bell.
My favorite. No, I'm lying. My favorite. I love Black Bell.
Yeah, my wife loves Black Bell.
Yeah. It's good. Right?
Yeah. It's convenient and good.
But on that note, please everyone subscribe to Eden Life, homemade by Eden in Nigeria. Thank you. It's a food brand I really, really love.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest, I just really like pizza. So for pizza from anywhere, I guess I'm good. If you have good pizza, I'm good.
What's your go-to in Lagos?
In Lagos, what's that place? Godave Village.
Okay.
I don't even know if they're still good now. But Godave Village used to have some nice slow pizza.
Okay. Best song you ever wrote or made?
It's not out yet.
My next.
Best song that I ever wrote or made that's out now, I would say I really like my song Evergreen. I really like that song.
Okay. I know you'll be putting that shit on. You'll be having that shit on. So what's your favorite fashion accessory?
Oh, favorite I know everyone thinks I'm supposed to be my hat because I wear hats in lots, but I think it'll be favorite fashion accessory will be my shades, man. Yeah, like they just
always.
Yeah.
Why though? Do you feel like safe within them?
Yeah, and it just helps me. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons, but when I'm wearing shades, I just feel like I'm on,
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is going to get controversial, I'm sorry. Your favorite person in the entire world?
Me.
Good answer. You know Family Feud? It's like good answer. Okay. These are our final two questions, and we ask all our guests this.
Okay.
When you're back here in however number of years, because we would love to have you back, and you've made it, what does that look like to you? Paint me a picture.
Probably in here with some of the same people I'm in right now. And clothes probably the same, just more expensive brands, I'm a simple guy, man. Like, probably have a crazy whip outside.
Okay.
It would still be me,
Very,
man.
very simple?
It would still be me.
Okay.
Everything would just, it would just be a little upscale.
The reason I ask this is because I'm trying to get what success looks like to you. For some people, let me give some examples. Someone said there's a dream kitchen that they have. Once they get that kitchen, they know they've made it, right?
Okay, I see.
Someone said when they have a personal chef.
I see.
Like that's what success looks like to them.
Yeah.
Like, so what's that to you? You can say it. Don't be shy.
Yeah, it's that price tag thing. it's that thing of like never looking at the price. Like there is a life like that, and I want it so bad. Yeah.
That's me with groceries.
No, on any level.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Groceries, like I never want to be worried about how much shit is. Like,
I have to check the account too many times. I feel that. I feel that. Final question: who do you think will make a great guest for this show? And the caveat is you have to help us get them.
Oh damn! Let me see.
You could take you could take as much time as you need.
I know a lot of people. I'm trying to see who I think.
There's someone in mind, but I'll talk to you off air about that.
Yeah. And does it have to be like this person has to be a creative?
Oh, so any walk of life. We're having medical doctors here. We have chefs, artists, like any walk of life.
Yeah, and I know you've had Formula the F Taiwan.
Yes. He actually
he was when I put my name
so it's too late for you.
No, but there's someone I'm thinking about. Her name is Faith.
Okay.
Faith Ganda.
Okay.
Good friend of mine. She runs like a business, like an Airbnb thing, and she's just growing steadily. And she does like she's into events in a way, but she just has so many good things to share and say. I think she's somebody that you would enjoy having a conversation with. So
okay, perfect.
Let me know about that.
Well, Shay UX, thanks for being here. This was a lot of fun for me. Like I said, in a few years, when hopefully we don't have to go through too many assistants when we're trying to get you back here.
For sure.
But thank you for coming.
Thanks, man. It was a great convo. Great way to wrap up.
All right, perfect. Thanks, guys. Cut.